All right, good people. We got lots to do today, so we need to immediately get started. Today's date is the 6th, so we write 9-6 here. The homework we've already labeled as Tuesday's homework. Okay, make sure you write your homework in your planner as well. There is a help video that is on Canvas and in Remind. Please watch. Please make sure you also do both sides. This I do in the video. That's why I have it teacher model, because I did these in the video. But if you do not watch the video, still have to do it. Okay, it's part of your homework. All right. You do not have to write this part. I'm just doing that only for the video. For those that are watching the video, I'm just doing that for them. We did the warm up. I've already taken attendance. I've already checked your homework. You should already have your homework written in your planner. That's the first thing that you need to do. I'm going to model today how to create those perfect squares and perfect cubes. And then we're going to estimate square and cube roots. Well, square roots. We're going to be estimating roots today. Okay? Baby, you don't have to read it. Okay? Please, you don't have to write this part down. You only have to write the homework. Don't waste your time writing this. This is just for the video, okay? All right. The warm-up. We're doing the warm-up Tuesdays. We're going to do Tuesdays, okay? We're going to do Tuesdays warm-up. Even though it's Wednesday, we're going to do Tuesday. The area of a square, that means A, area. The formula for area of a square is A is equal to S to the second power. A square looks like this. It's where all the sides have the same length. So you can say side to the second power because all the sides have the same length. And the area of the square is 76 inches. 76 square inches. It is the length of each side. Is the length of each side rational or irrational? Well, when you plug in 76 for A and you solve for S, the opposite of squaring a number is to find the square root. So the only way to solve for S or to figure out what each side is to find the square root of it. Okay? When I find the square root of 76, the answer is a decimal answer. Because the square root of 76 is equal to a decimal, because it's equal to a decimal, it is irrational. So the answer is going to be irrational. Again, the square root, because the square root of 76, and you can type it in, it is equal to a decimal, then the square root of 76 is a irrational number. Do we fill in the other two boxes? No, baby. Any questions? No, ma'am. All right, let's take a look at Wednesday. Which two whole numbers is the square root of 50 in between? Okay, which two whole numbers is in between? I'm going to type it in the calculator so we can see where it falls on the number line. So we have, and we're going to be able to estimate these hopefully by the end of class, but we're going to type them in for now. The square root of 50, please type it in. Hold it up so I can see it. It's second. Okay. Okay, so we press the second button and then we press the X squared button. When you press the second X squared button, type in 50, and that gives you 7 point something, but it's really close to 7. So look, if it was on the number line, it would be between 7 and 8, but it's really close to 7 because it's 7 point, and you see a 0 here. So it's right in here somewhere. It's very close. It's very close to 7. So it can tell the difference between the other numbers, because some of them look very similar. All right, let's put this in our notebook. Let's put this in our notebook, our folder. Put this on the work to do side. Take out your interactive notebook, please. Shh. Interactive notebook. Guys, we talk so much. That's why we don't get as much done as we can, because we spend way too much time flapping our jaws. Okay? Shh. Time management sheet, it looks like this. If you're not done, you need to paste it on the 7th page. I'm gonna give us a couple seconds to make sure that that is glued on the seventh page. Give me 1 second. We have that glued, guys. Don't be so extra, please. All right, so the next sheet that we're gonna glue down is the one that we did on yesterday. It looks just like this. It's a real number system sheet. That's gonna be page 8. So let's head our paper and our notebook correctly. In the corner, you're gonna put Q1. Q1. Shh, you don't need to repeat. I don't need to parrot that, babe. This is page 8. And this is real number system, real number review. Shh. Use this thing called a hand, okay, baby? Real number system review. Fold this sheet. This is the sheet I gave you on yesterday. I told you to put in your folder. If you didn't get this sheet, give me a minute. I'll ask you, and I will get you a sheet, okay? Shh. Paste this down. Pause for the cause. Yeah, babe. Okay, good people. In the corner, we have Q1. This is page 9. So we're going to write page 9. The title of this page is Intro to Roots. We're going to be doing square roots and cube roots. Put 9 in the corner. I'm walking around just to make sure that everybody gets with me. That's why you'll see me do that periodically, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect when you paste it in, sweetie, okay? I don't want anybody to get behind. So I'm just double checking to make sure everybody is with me. I got you. We're going to put a line down the center of the paper. Use your ears and not your mouth so we can get a little bit further, okay? We got square root. And we got cube root. We're going to write the symbol for them both. So you'll know the difference between what it looks like when they're asking you for square root and then what it looks like when it asks you for cube root, okay? For square root, it's just the radical sign. Radical sign looks like this. This is a square root symbol. It is also a radical called a radical sign. Just a plain old radical sign. But a simple radical sign by itself means just square root. Because there's no such thing as a one root. No such thing as a one root. It starts with square root, then cube root, then fourth root, fifth root, sixth root. But in this course, all we're going to cover is square root and cube root. Square meaning 2, cube meaning 3. Square meaning 2, cube meaning 3. So cube root symbol looks like this. It's the radical sign, but with the 3 in the left corner. This is a cube root symbol. When you see fourth root symbol, it'll have a little 4. When you see fifth root symbol, it'll have a little 5. So on and so forth. This is the cube root symbol. We have taken care of the symbols. Now we're going to go into what they mean. Okay? Kayla, you okay? All right. You may need to move up. Okay? If you need to move up or move to the table, please do so. All right. So now we're going to talk about the meaning and what they each mean. So we're going to do the meaning next. Let's start with what square root meaning is. You want to sit right here? All right, I'm going to slide it up. The meaning. Meaning for square root is when they're asking you to find the square root, they're asking you for what number can be multiplied times itself to give you the number under the radical. What number can be multiplied times itself? That's 2 times. To give you number under radical. That's what it means when you are looking at square root. When you're trying to find a square root of a number, they want to know what number can be multiplied times itself to give you whatever number they're asking you to find the square root for. So if they say square root of 25, what number can be multiplied times itself to give you 25? That's what they're asking you. If they say square root of 36, what number can be multiplied times itself to give you 36? Okay? That's what they're asking you. On the other side of that, for cube root, they're asking you what number can be multiplied times itself 3 times to give you the number under the radical. Okay, so meaning there, what number can be multiplied times, pause for the cause, what number can be multiplied times itself 3 times? I'm going to put the number 3. To give you number under the cube root symbol. Remember, the cube root symbol is the little 3 in the corner. Meaning of square root 2 times, cube root 3 times. Square root 2 times, cube root 3 times. Square root 2 times, cube root 3 times. Okay? Now we can go to the examples. Make it make sense, Miss Reyes. I'ma try.
Yes, you love math.
I do. You better know it, baby. All right, so I'm gonna start simple. I'm gonna start with square root of 4. So look, if I'm saying you got the square root symbol, you got 4 under it. This is saying, what is the square root of 4? That means what one number can be multiplied times itself to give you 4. What number is that? 2. So my answer is 2. Why, Miss Reyes? Why? Why? Because 2 times itself 2 is equal to what number? 4. That's why. That's the why. Please make sure you write this in your notes so when you go back and study your notes, you'll know the why. Okay? Because you might forget. Seriously, we forget stuff sometimes, right? That's why we need notes. Another answer, believe it or not, can be negative 2. Why, Miss Reyes? Why? Because negative 2 times negative 2 is equal to what? It's still equal to a positive 4. it's still equal to a positive 4. Because remember, we're asking for the square root of a positive 4. Well, positive 2 times positive 2 is going to give you a positive 4. But so is negative 2 times negative 2. It will also give you a positive 4. This is what we can conclude then, y'all. That the square root of 4 is equal to both a positive and a negative 2. So we can write our answer as positive negative 2.
Positive negative 2.
That is correct. So when you see an answer like this would be the correct answer because it's both positive 2 and negative 2. Again, why? Because positive 2 times positive 2 equals positive 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 also equals positive 4. Any questions? Try this one on your own. Try these two. We got square root of 144. Try that. Don't say out loud, okay, y'all? Try that. And then also do square root of 256. Okay? Do those two. Pause for the calls. Are we ready to respond? Raise your hand if you are. If not, that's okay because we get ready to do it. Christian? Which one, baby? 144. That's 12. Positive and negative 12 is our answer. So we're going to put positive negative 12. Why, good people? Because positive 12 times positive 12 is 144. Positive 144. Negative 12 times negative 12 is also a positive 144. What's 256? Go ahead. 16. It is very good. 16. Positive 16 and negative 16. Why, Miss Reyes? Because positive 16 times positive 16 is a positive 256. Negative 16 times negative 16 is also a positive 256. Any questions? Now let's go to Q.
Do we have to write the positive and the negative?
Yes, baby, because both are answers. Good question. Cube root. Cube root symbol is the little 3 in the corner of the radical sign. Let's do cube root of 8. What is this asking me, Miss Reyes? It is asking me to find what one number can be multiplied times itself 3 times to give you 8. What number can be multiplied times itself 3 times to give you 8? Yes. 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Some people are guilty of thinking that we're adding and we're multiplying. Okay? So the answer here is going to be 2. Why, Miss Reyes? Why? Put Y here so you'll have notes to look at later. 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Not 2 plus 2 plus 2, but 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Any questions? It has to be only positive. It's not going to work with negative because a negative 2 times a negative 2 is going to make it a positive 4. But then when you say positive 4 times a negative 2, that's going to make the whole thing a negative. So only positives here. Only positives. Any questions? Okay, let's try this. Cube root of 64. What is the cube root of 64? That means what one number can be multiplied times itself 3 times to give you 64. Not 6, that's too big.
3.
Not 3. 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times that last 4 is 64. The answer is 4. Only positive. Why, Miss Reyes? Why? Because 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. 4 times itself 3 times is going to give you 64. Do this one on your own. Cube root of 27. Yes.
How do you do the cube root on a
Math. Go to math in the calculator. Go down to cube root symbol, which is number 4, and press enter.
What does that mean?
All right, so some of us figured that out. What is the answer here? Yes. 3, baby. Good job. Only positive 3, okay? Why? Why, Miss Reyes? Why? Because 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Any questions? Emily, sit up. Any questions? All right, we're going to close this for now. There is a sheet that I put on your desk, and it has square root and cube root on it. Okay, looks just like this, okay? Take that out. All right, I want you to close your calculator because we're going to try to do this. We are going to do this without the calculator. We are going to do this without the calculator because this part is going to be on the calculator inactive section of your test. So I got to teach you how to do it without the calculator. Got it? Close it up. All right, good folks. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to listen. Every time that when I'm talking and I'm giving you information, we need to make sure that our volume is off so that you can input that information into your mind. The more that you can do that, the more that you're going to grow. What happens a lot of times, we miss out on things because we are talking, okay? It's not me being rude. You gotta be quiet all the time. Because I am going to give you opportunities to talk. But in order for you to receive the information, you gotta really listen. Like Emily, you scaring me a little bit. I need you to focus just a little bit better. Do we need to move towards the front, baby? Okay, all right. I love you. That's why I want you to be successful. Okay, and if I need to move you, just tell me that I need to move you so you can focus better. All right, so you see these little dotted lines right here? We're going to fold on the dotted line, and it's going to be just like this. We're going to fold this one on that dotted line. So now we have a cute little foldable. Well, I mean, it's cute to me. Nope, fold on it, not to it. Fold on that fold. You see how you fold the actual line. There you go. Fold the actual line. Yep, come on. Fold the actual line. Fold the actual line. Nope. Fold the actual line. Fold the actual line. Fold the actual line. Other way around, Coach. Looks like this, baby. Fold it in. Hold it up so I can see it. Make sure everybody got it right.
I did.
Very good. Cameron, you got it? Good job, baby. All right, so now, I need you to focus on how to do this because remember, this is calculator inactive. That means you will not have a calculator to do most, if not all, of these types of problems. So we've got to be able to do this without our calculator. All right, so let's do square first. Square meaning 2. Square root means what number can be multiplied times itself twice to give you that number that's under the radical sign. So let's look at square root first. We're going to make our perfect squares. That means we're going to make perfect square roots where the answer is an integer or a whole number. Okay? With square root, the answer is going to be both positive and negative because a negative times a negative is a positive. With square root, I'm going to say it again. The answer is going to be both positive and negative because a positive times a positive is equal to a positive, and a negative times a negative is also equal to a positive. Okay? All right, so let's do it. So we're going to work backwards here. What would the perfect square that's going to equal 1? Okay, it's going to be 1. Why, Miss Reyes? Because 1 times 1 is going to give me 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is going to give me that positive 1 under the radical. So the first perfect square is the square root of 1. The second perfect square is going to be 4. Why, Miss Reyes? Why is it 4? Because, put an equal here, because 2 times 2 will give me a positive 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 will also give me a positive 4. So I'm working backwards. What do you think my next perfect square is going to be, Bruno? 9. Why 9? Because 3 times 3 is 9. Negative 3 times negative 3 is also a positive 9. Only positive numbers are going to go under the square root. Okay? All right, let me call on somebody different. Annabelle, what's the next perfect square? Perfect, baby. 16. Because 4 times 4 is 16. Negative 4 times negative 4 is also a positive 16. Okay? Courtney, what's the next perfect square? 25. Okay? Why, Miss Reyes? Because 5 times 5 is 25. Negative 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, let's keep it going. What's the next perfect square? Valentine? 36, baby. Good job. 36. Why? Because 6 times 6 is positive 36. Negative 6 times negative 6 is also a positive 36. Okay, I'm going to slow down a little bit because the numbers are getting a little larger and I need you to think. Okay. All right. What's the next perfect square? Yes. 49. Good job. Another volunteer. What's the next perfect square? Chloe? 64. Another volunteer. Yes. 81. Oh. Another volunteer. Yes. 100. 100. Good job. Another volunteer. Yes. 121. Good job. Another volunteer. 144. Great job. Another volunteer. Yes. 169. Okay. Another volunteer. Come on. Yes. 196. 196. Good job. Another volunteer. Yes. Cameron? 225. Okay. Another volunteer. Yes. 256. Another volunteer. Yes. 289. 289. Okay. Another volunteer. 18 times 18. Yes. 324. Oops. Sorry, I wrote the wrong number. I'll let you use the calculator for the last two. You shouldn't have to, but I will let you use the calculator for the last two. The last one is 400. And then the 19 is 361. 361. Good job, baby. Remember, these are the ones that we wrote down Friday that I need for you to know by heart. These are the ones that I need for you to know by heart. Okay, these are the ones most frequently used. All right. Okay, let's do cube root. This one's harder. All right. So we're going to use the calculator for these. I don't know these by heart, some of them. All right. We're going to use the calculator for these. The first ones we know. The ones I need you to know by heart is at least 1 through 6. Okay? And look, we've answered the central questions on the board. All of these central questions are answered today. So you should have no problem. Make sure you use this foldable to answer your essential questions. All right, so let's do table 1. I need for you all to do 1 through 5. Table 2, I need you all to do the 6 through 10. Table 3, you all are in the middle. Okay, I need for you all to do 10 through 12 here. Y'all do 10 through 12. Those are larger. This table right here, I need y'all to do 13 through 16. Okay, you all back here, these two tables, I need you all to do 17 through 20. Okay, and then over here, this section, I need you all to do 5 through 9. You all, 5 through 9. I'm going to pause for the calls, give us a chance to get those done, and then we're going to share out. Okay, right? 1 times 1 times 1. What's 1 times 1 times 1? 1. What's 2 times 2 times 2? 8. So on and so forth. Okay, pause for the calls, Miss Reyes. What you don't have, we can do together. Okay. All right, table 1. We did 3 times 3 times 3. What y'all get? 27. Good job. Table 1. 4 times 4 times 4. 64. Good job. It's table 2. 5 times 5 times 5. 125. Good job, baby. 6 times 6 times 6. 216. Good job. 7 times 7 times 7. 343. Good job, y'all. All right, that was up here. Y'all ready? Yeah. 8 times 8 times 8. 512. 512. Good job. 9 times 9 times 9. 729. Good job. 10 times 10 times 10. 1,000. Good job. 11 times 11 times 11. What? I know they had it too. What is it? 1,331. 1,331. Is that right? Yeah. All right. 12. Did y'all have this one? Who had this one? Y'all did? They had it too. It's anybody, just speak up. Who had 12 times 12 times 12? What y'all get? 1728.
It's not 28.
All right. 13 times 13 times 13. 2197. 14 times 14 times 14. 2744. 15 times 15 times 15. 3375. 16 times 16 times 16. 4096.
Wait, what?
4096.
Wow.
17 times, remember you can do 17. You guys, don't forget you can use the caret key. 17 caret key 3. You can do 18 caret key 3. You can do 19 caret key 3. And you can do 20 caret key 3. Sorry, baby. Okay. We're going to glue it tomorrow.